I started this week off with a referral from my friend named Gaston. Gaston gave me an ecom brand that was looking for a creative strategist. I reached out to them and my messages wound up impressing the CMO, and the CMO requested, "Hey, can we hop on a call on Friday morning?" I said, "Sure." I hop on the call with the CMO on Friday morning, and it goes well until one part, but I'll reveal what that part was in a little while. Anyways, when I'm hopping on this call, I know I got the deal. And even if I don't have the deal, it doesn't matter to me, because regardless, I'm so detached now. I just hopped on the call and I was just like, I seen the person in front of me, the CMO, and I'm saying like, wow, dude, he looks like my age. And he's looking like a good looking dude, no diddy, And I was asking him, hey, how did you become a CMO, man? And he was just telling me about his story. And I was like, congratulations. He was telling me how his friend was in the university and his friend was doing good. And his friend invited him on. Was like, come on. And so the CMO was like, well, screw it. I see you making money. I'm going with you. And then they just took off. This particular ecom brand, it makes soles for shoes. And it was a good story that I heard. And I'm so stoked that I got to meet someone and actually ask them questions about their personal life. But where I messed up was while he was asking me questions, I didn't start from humility. I just started from, hey, like, I'm this guy, I'm that guy. But I feel like if I would have started from, hey, man, look, I'm a junior copywriter. Like, judge me by my fruits. I have a whole library on YouTube, but I'm not going to sit over here and pretend I'm the best copywriter in the world. I'm always learning. And that's the benefit of having somebody like me on your team, because I'm always learning, meaning I'm never going to think I'm the master. I'm always operating from a student mindset. And that was just one of the things I wish I said on that call, because if I opened up in that way, I believe he would have gave a little more ear to my supposed fault. But in this case, he said, all right, man, we'll see if we reach out to you. Not sure if it's going to go through, but what happened next was I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? I'm stressing. I'm walking, pacing back and forth. I need to figure something out, because cold outreach is dead now. There's no such thing as a cold outreach anymore. But ecom CEOs and CMOs are constantly on Twitter looking for creative strategists, but they don't trust any of them. Therefore, I'm just thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I saw a post that gave me inspiration. So I went ahead and started a group chat between me and my friend named Muhammad from the UK. And I told Muhammad, I said, hey, are you just as obsessed? In so many words, I said, hey, I need somebody who's obsessed with this stuff and who's obsessed with who's obsessed with getting authority on Twitter. And he said, brother, I was just thinking about that. So Muhammad from the UK, another copywriter, said, shoot, let's join forces. And I said, are you down? Are you down to really be part of this group chat? We're going to do it for 90 days, and we're going to build up our authority on Twitter. We're going to be sending messages every day. We're going to be giving value to our dream clients every freaking day. We're not going to stop except for Sundays. We're going to have weekly calls every Saturday. We're going to rotate who leads those calls, is what I'm telling Muhammad. And he said, yeah, I'm down. Or he said in UK slang, he said, yeah, calm, or something like that. But the point is, he was down. And I'm so excited, because when you have a partner and you guys are both obsessing over it, you can cut the learning curve by 50% if you guys are communicating daily. Hey, I sent this outreach. This didn't work. Try this instead. So now we're both having a little mastermind where we can actually succeed. And we're going to begin to open up the floodgates maybe in 2 weeks to one more copywriter or two more. We just need to make sure that me and Muhammad are communicating every single day. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to keep telling you about the future, but I want to just give you an insight on what I did today. And the next thing I did was went ahead and created a newsletter, because I know that me and Muhammad are about to get a lot of value by building our authority on on Twitter. I call it Twitter because saying X is a little hard, but I know it's X. We're going to be writing articles, writing long-form content versus short-form content, reaching out, posting, replying to DMs, just building up our proactivity, our name in the space. And it's honestly going to be a fun freaking 90 days, and I'm super excited to share with you guys what we have in store. But if you like the video, go ahead and like and just subscribe to my newsletter. I'm going to probably launch something around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. Not sure. No promises. But I hope you guys have a great one. Ciao.